and welcome to another multiplayer battle on called Warhammer Beginning of the End Times, a mod for Medieval 2. Today we'll have a battle between the High Elves and the Skaven. The army composition is as follows. I have 2 units of Silver Helms and on the left wing with Tyrannoc, I can't pronounce that. Tyrannoc chariots. Dragon Princes of Kaldor general. Another chariot, and another 2 units of silver helms, plus 2 units of Illyrian reavers. For the infantry, I have a unit of Swordmasters of Hoth and 2 units of White Lions, and I have 3 units of Lothran Sea Guard, 2 units of Phoenix Guard, and 2 units of High Elf Spears. This is a very good battle. It's very interesting to see what happens. I won't give any spoilers away, but the Skaven play very sneakily. They have a few tricks up their sleeve. I won't say what it is just yet. This is like well, just imagine this is a little Skaven house, or not a Skaven house, but a Skaven mountain hold, or they've invaded the Ulthuan, landed on the shores of Ulthuan. The High Elves have sent ships to counteract this Skaven invasion of Ulthuan. It's like a little scenario. I like to think of little scenarios in multiplayer battles. I just love. There's like these. I don't know if you can see. There's loads of ships here on the beach, and basically, the High Elves have landed and try to push back the Skaven. Anyway, he has deployed on this sort of hill. His army composition is 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 units of clarinets, some of them pikemen, unit pack masters, warp lightning cannon, and some jezzails which are already getting shots off. I think they're going to get some amazing shots off in this battle because they've got a hill. And I don't think. Oh, and he also has the doomwheel. This bad boy was hiding in the forest. Let's see what it does. He's fired a warp lightning shot. I don't see where. It must have misfired. Don't see where it landed. I've sent all the archers to try and target this doomwheel because I know they are very, very powerful. Basically charged in a little cycle charge on the clarinets with the silver helms, and I've pulled up the chariots as well. I'm going for another charge. I've spread out the charges onto the clarinets because I know they are very weak against cavalry. His doomwheel is kind of bugged out on the hill. My Dragon Princes of Kaldor are trying to shoot at it. I've retreated again with the cavalry, and I've sent in the chariots to counteract this charge. He didn't really get a proper charge off, but okay, there we go. Nope, they did get a good charge off actually. He's got a warp fire thrower, and I've had the chariots just disrupting the lines of the clarinets. The general charged in. He was pursuing the doomwheel. He does have a unit of Skaven assassins which were hidden in the forest, but my Illyrian reavers are just picking them off and slaughtering them. They're just dying, like the rats they are. Nah, just kidding. Skaven, I love Skaven. They're one of my favourite factions. But it's weird fighting against them. But I know their strengths and weaknesses. He's deployed his doomwheel on this wing, and I don't know if he'll get a shot off because it's a little buggy. Some of the Skaven weaponry doesn't really operate correctly on hills, but we'll keep our eye open. I've basically routed the clarinet front line with the cavalry, and I've committed the infantry now. The High Elf Spears and the Phoenix Guard, I took out a phalanx to run them up this hill because they need to support the Swordmasters and the White Lines. The White Lines and the Swordmasters are leading the charge, and we basically cut a path through the skaven, but I lost my general. I was very careless with the Dragon Princes. I should have pulled them out sooner. But these chariots are pursuing the routing clan rats. Again, the shots are kind of hitting a wee bit lower than the cliff. But these jezzails are getting some amazing shots off him, Malarian Reavers. And the chariots, which are up the back there. I'm trying to see. Now, where is the doomwheel? Doomwheel. I'm trying to keep my eye. There it is. He retrieved the doomwheel because I was chasing it. And his warp fire throwers are trying to protect the doomwheel by burning the Silverhelms. I've committed most of the flanks, and we're just slowly shooting through the Storm Vermin, which is the elite sort of middle tier or top tier of the Skaven infantry. These chariots are taking a lot of warp fire and are trying to chase down the pursuers. And look at that shot. He just routed a Silverhelm unit with the doomwheel. Very good shot. I don't know if he put it on fire at will, and then no. Oh, okay, there we go. Look at that shot. That just routed a White Line unit from full strength, about 80 men, down to about 40, and a high elf spear unit. And again, the best shot of the game. Another amazing shot. Just half that fucking half Phoenix Guard. I was in shock there. I just couldn't believe it when he just routed my entire flank with 2 shots, and it was 2 shots right after they are. And again, another amazing shot, and he routes the second wing. You can see where this battle is going now. I think this is probably the best doomwheel play I think I've ever seen in my life. The Albino Guard are chasing down the routing units because he just basically routed my entire army with 3 shots. Skaven Doomwheel is very powerful, and I didn't have any armor piercing to deal with it. I thought cavalry were good against it, but it turns out that he's just too good at microing it, and he just kept running it away. So I couldn't get it in a prolonged fight in melee. He's dismanned the Screaming Bell. I don't know if that's a word, but we'll go with dismanned anyway. He's unequipped it. And I've charged in with the Illyrian Reavers on the Warwalk jezzails, because the Warwalk jezzails are actually causing morale issues with the lines, and the Screaming Bell there is giving a huge morale buff. Again, another shot which is kind of misfired from the Doomwheel. I think he was targeting the Lothran Seaguard, or he has. No wait, he did. He got a shot off there, and he killed the Lothran Seaguard that was in the rear. So as you can see, my entire army is sort of routing, and he was chasing it down with the Albino Guards. I managed to rally eventually, and I tried to send in the second wave. But I've also got some Illyrian Reavers which are trying very hard to take out the Warwalk jezzails, but they're right in the rear, and he's screening it with the Screaming Bell Albino Guard, and also the Doomwheel, which is now dead, I think. Yep, I think that, yeah, it's dead. I think I killed it with the cavalry, the Silverhelms. Sorry I didn't see that there, but you can see the damage was done with he routed my army with three shots from the Doomwheel. I got a charge off on the Gut Runners. Took some good models off it. Again, the Illyrian Reavers are just trying to pursue the Warwalk jezzails. He screened it perfectly with the Screaming Bell and fired a volley. And you can see he's got some excellent fields of fire, like overlapping fields of fire against the Illyrian Reavers, so I couldn't really do much about that. My army is regrouping in the middle. They chased down the Albino Guard, which is now running back to its lines. The Phoenix Guard and White Lines are trying to cut down the Albino Guard that got trapped to defend their master, or their general. What else is happening? He's reforming his lines to make a sort of musket volley line, for lack of a better term. I'll just rank, almost like a ranked fire line, like a solid field of fire. I'm sending my men for a glorious charge up the hill. the High Elves have decided that the doomwheel is no more. They now believe that they can win, but they're charging uphill, and they're about to eat some jezzail fire in the face. He's countercharged downhill with his albino guard and screaming bell, and some gut runners. So we've got a final sort of duel. My white lines went on a flanking operation to try and take out this warp fire thrower. There's only one of it left. I did have some chariots in the rear, which I forgot about. If I'd committed them to the jezzails, this might have been a different fight, but he got a volley off on the white lines with the jezzails on from two angles, two fields of fire, and he routed the white lines. Killed about 20 models in the process. The High Elf Spears, or the Lothran Sea Guard, which are now acting as spearmen, are now trying to charge these jezzails, but again they've decided that the warp fire thrower. No, I charged in with the leading reavers, but they routed as soon as they made contact. The Lothran Sea Guard made contact as well, but they're about to take some shots from the almost full strength jezzail unit, which is now firing again. Fired another volley into the Lothran Sea Guard and routed them. That is the power of jezzails. They can rout almost full strength units in a volley. So Skaven players, if you're watching, you know where to spend your money on the elite Skaven weaponry that can do so much damage. I think if you've watched my previous battle, the Dark Elves are a little more finely tuned to fight Skaven, but the High Elves could do it, but I just sort of made loads of micro mistakes, and they got some lucky shots with the doomwheel. I wasn't able to take it out quickly enough because there wasn't enough cavalry or firepower that's armor piercing to take it out. But my Phoenix Guard and the High Elf Spears and the Lothran Sea Guard are just trying to fight off against this albino guard. He's got some Storm Vermin left, charging in the rear. This is when I finally realised that I had chariots. I thought they'd dried off the field. They were just kind of standing in the hill there. But I ordered them to charge the Warbolg jezzails here. They killed a few models, but not enough to cause a rout. Again, the leading reavers rout as soon as they get fired upon by this full strength 78 Warbolg jezzail units. And he got excuse me, a kill on 2 shots on the chariots. So jezzails just took down the chariots. It was and he finally routed my line. Well, he routed almost everything. The Lothran Sea Guard are just trying to make one final sort of last ditch effort to reclaim it, but the Phoenix Guard are routing. When the Phoenix Guard rout, that's when you know you have problems. The White Lions, again, as soon as they make contact with the Screaming Bell and the Gutter Runners, they're in Plague Monks, and they're taking a volley, they're routing. One final hope. The charge is in disarray because they're taking volleys in the face, and the Skaven counter charge down the hill to claim a glorious victory for the Skaven. It was very closely contested. I have to commend Kaptian Bludflags for this comeback, but I do think he did get a rather lucky shots with the doomwheel because he routed my army with 3 shots essentially. But I got an insane number of kills. He killed, I killed 2,000 men. No, 1,800 men, and he killed 1,000. But I mean, a lot of his kills came from the doomwheel and the fact that my army kept routing and coming back. But it was a very good battle. If you're a high elf player and you're playing Skaven, it's very good to invest in chariots because chariots got over 500 kills. That is a lot of kills. So pay attention. If you're playing Skaven with high elves, definitely invest in some chariots. They're definitely worth the money. My Phoenix Guard did really poorly because they were too slow to react and they got targeted by the doomwheel. The rest of the units did okay, I guess. The Lean Reavers got quite a fair number of kills, and so did the Silver Helms. I mean, the High Elf Spears aren't going to win you any battles, but you know they're cheap enough that you can bring a few units of them, and maybe they'll do something like hold off a heavier unit or tie up a unit. So I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. Thank you.